I should have known I'd find you in a place like this. Lasse looked over his shoulder to see his oldest friend, Thor, glaring at the sexy scenery. Haven't you had enough of these weak little pups that don't stick around long enough for round two? I'm looking for permanence. You know that. Lasse turned and winked as a young guy with a mop of red curls caught his eye and then wiggled his ass at him. I figure shifters are the way to go, seeing as that's who my brother and father ended up with. Even Sebastian ended up with the leader of the Hellhounds, and he found his mate right here, in this club. Bah! Thor lowered his bulk into the booth. There wasn't an ounce of fat on Lasse's friend, but his broad shoulders and thick thighs took up a lot of room. Poseidon, Lasse's father, always thought it was ironic that his son spent so much time with the Norse god of thunder, lightning, and storms, but Lasse and Thor had been friends for almost longer than time. That didn't mean Lasse needed his friend to rag on him now. Before you say it, he said quickly, waving his hand to a cute young thing wearing nothing but the shortest pair of shorts Lasse had ever seen and biker boots carrying a tray. I am aware that no one in this pack is my mate. I'd have met him by now if he was, but Damien doesn't have a problem with me being here, and they do get a lot of visiting shifters through the club. 4 beers, thank you. Add them to my tab, he said as the young man with the tray smiled at him. As the boy walked away, Lasse would swear that receding ass was winking at him. You're getting lazy, Thor yawned, showing a row of perfect white teeth. With his mass of long blonde hair and muscular stature, he was attracting plenty of attention himself. All you've been doing is sitting around here night after night, letting these young things fawn all over you. You screw someone once and then what? They leave you if you get too clingy. Why do they do that? Because they're not my mate. I'm not a dom, and I just want someone to love me for who I am, not what I can do for them. Lasse's good mood disappeared, and he scowled as the waiter with the barely clad ass set down 4 beers on the table. He didn't need his best friend to remind him of just how clingy he could get at times. Was it so bad that all he wanted was someone to hold his arms forever? Angry over Thor's accurate assessment of the situation, even the sight of the young man walking away wasn't enough to lift his spirits. But then, Thor had a habit of doing that to him. I don't see you coming up with any other suggestions. All you're doing is ruining my mood. You might not want to find your mate, but I do. I don't even know why you're here. I came to see if the rumors about your baby brother were true. Thor lifted his bottle and sculled half the contents before wiping his mouth with the back of his hand. Word around the cosmos is, baby's been dumped with your daddy dearest and his puppy mate after causing a riot in another pack. I wouldn't let Claude hear you call him a puppy. He is the son of Fenrir after all. Ah! Thor's eyes widened along with his grin. So, news of you having yet another 2 half-brothers weren't an exaggeration either. We all know how potent your father can be. How did the son of Fenrir react to being pregnant with twins? Chuckling, Lasse set down his beer and leaned closer to his friend. It wasn't Claude who gave birth, he whispered. It was Poseidon. What? Slapping his leg, Thor roared with laughter, causing more than a dozen heads to look their way. Not that Lasse or his friend were in any danger in a wolf pack, but Malachi, Damien's second, shot them a wary glance. Oh my freaking gods! Wait until Odin hears about this. He'll have kittens. Considering Thor's father had a similar reputation to his own father, Lasse wasn't so certain. If anything, the news might cause the mighty Odin to curtail his travels somewhat in case he met a male mate of his own. Only male couples who both had links to the gods could get pregnant, and it was unlikely Odin ever worried about something so trivial, seeing as it happened so rarely.